This is B-roll.
I might need some whiskey to do this.
Are you gonna be okay? Or
Yeah.
We need some bleach.
are you gonna stutter?
Let's get the bleach.
Oh,
I will. I'm definitely Bill.
I'm gonna be. Mike, you stole my phone.
I'm a Bill.
Is everyone so tight to you?
Oh, that'd be great.
We're
Like,
still in. Mike's still in frame, right?
Yeah.
it'd be a great pun. Ha ha ha! Hi, I'm Bill. How would that not be a great pun? Though? Welcome to our. You should do that.
If this is a disaster, I apologize to all my viewers.
That's gonna be in the
Yeah,
credits.
Yeah,
Are
this
we
is gonna
recording right now?
this is gonna be a shit
Yeah.
show. It's gonna be great.
Fuck.
That hi might fit perfectly in an intro, so thanks for letting me use that. Hey guys, welcome back to Coolest Gamers. I'm Pete, and today I'm joined by two friends here. So this is Mike over here, and this is Andrew, and we're back here on the channel to review It. I know some of you have been asking for this, so we are finally doing it. This will be my first horror movie review on the channel, so I'm kind of excited about that. If you don't know how this works, we do general impressions at the beginning. There is no spoilers there. Then we go into some likes, some dislikes, a rating, and then we'll kind of wrap up the video there. So I guess jumping into general impressions here, I really like this movie. This is a good movie. It's a good remake, I guess, even though the other one was kind of a mini-series. I really enjoyed it. I know it's kind of had some mixed reviews there, but it's definitely a solid movie. It's good performances all around. A couple Stranger Things cast members, so they were really good there. Actually, really good kid actors for this movie, which is not something you could often say. And overall, yeah, it's not a super horror movie. If you're looking for that, it's not this. But there's some jump scares and there's some other creepy elements that I really like. So, Andrew, what do you think?
No,
Spoilers.
I didn't. I went in here thinking, okay, this could either be crap, it could be shitty, or it
Yeah.
could actually be. It could be really good. And surprisingly, it was pretty good. I liked it.
Yeah,
Just
definitely.
probably a little bit. I liked it a little bit better than the miniseries in 1990.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Definitely a little bit better.
That's more funny, I think. This
Yeah.
is more the creepy horror.
They're trying to go for it. It doesn't come
Yeah.
out as creepy as they want it to be, but I think it does a good enough job to
Definitely.
where I'm impressed. I liked it, and I'll see it again.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, like this is definitely way different from the miniseries because that it was on TV and ABC, so they couldn't use the Stephen King,
Yes.
thing, so they really went out on it. They couldn't do as much because there's certain things from the book to this that are a lot different.
Oh,
but,
yeah.
but I think this was a very good movie.
Yeah.
Very solid.
Overall, I definitely would recommend seeing it. But now we're going to go transition into spoilers here. Okay, so this is full spoilers. If you've not seen the movie, you don't want to be spoiling it.
Get
First thing to
out.
watch for later. Get out.
Get
And-
out.
Because with the chopper, move out now.
This is what it's going to be like on this review. So you get out, and then you can come back later when you have watched the movie. So full spoilers now going into it. So going into likes for this movie, I have a lot of them. I think Bill Skarsgård's performance as It, Pennywise the Dancing Clown, is really good. It's different. But it's certainly, it's not better than Tim Curry's, but it's definitely more horrifying. The makeup is great in this movie. The effects are great. I like the set pieces in this movie. And overall, I like the little changes they made from the miniseries and the book. And all the actors across the board, all the kids, the Losers Club, they were great. Really love that stuff.
I do agree. I think the kids, that's the things that kids would actually say back in the 80s.
Oh, yeah.
Or even today. Kids are going to curse. I'm sorry. Parents,
Definitely true.
you're not going to tell your parents, what you're really saying.
Yeah, they
But
go
you're
through the
gonna-
rebellious phase there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
especially some of the scenes I was like, should they really be saying that? But I guess, okay, they're going to say that.
Yeah.
That's fine with me. I say that too all the time. I'm
Yeah.
cursing up a storm, Bill Skarsgård, great actor. I think he did pretty good.
Yeah,
I like
he did
Tim
really
Curry, but I actually think he did a little bit better because I like the more creepy vibe they were going for. I like the whole clown thing that Tim Curry was doing, but I think this guy, he wanted more of like a little bit more serious approach, a little more
Definitely.
creepy approach. I dig that. I like that one.
Yeah, I really did like
Yeah,
that.
what I especially like about Bill Skarsgård version of Pennywise is that you can tell that he's more than just a clown, where in Tim Curry
Very true.
where he is a clown.
Very true.
But then you find out that he's not. But that's
Yeah.
that's later in the story. That's later. That's part 2.
And they did it pretty good to where I was more creeped. Like the more forms he takes, I was like, oh, he can do this. And then he's doing some comes kind of weird dance.
Yeah.
And
the dance.
that I would love
The
to imitate
dance.
right now, but I'm not going
the
to.
dance is very funny at the end of that
The
movie.
dance was very good.
I was just like, okay, I guess I'll take
There's
it.
already about 5 memes on that. It's awesome.
Oh yeah, well Mike sends it to me all the time. But you definitely get more of the kind of horror elements, certainly. And that's not to knock Tim Curry's performance, but like one huge difference right at the beginning, right? When Georgie, he gets his arm taken off right there, the poor kid, everything that happens to him. In the original, in the miniseries, they don't show his arm getting really taken off or any of the blood elements of that. It kind of just cuts and you kind of know what happens.
Yeah.
Here, you fully see everything.
Yeah,
that
there is
happens.
no chill.
So
no chill.
there's no chill whatsoever. You see the 100%, and I like that kind of thing of it. Or in the miniseries, it's different when Beverly is in her bathroom. You don't really see the kind of full blood thing. They went full out in this movie,
Oh,
and they even
I think it made it better. It made it better.
And they
Gore-fest.
added the hair elements because she cuts her hair in this movie.
Yeah.
The hair coming up through the sink and pulling her down. I love
how it
that
should
stuff.
be.
That was great.
I also think the child actors they did pretty good.
They were
Some of them were
great.
from Stranger Things, I
Yeah,
think.
Stranger Things.
And they really, they were good. I honestly,
Yeah.
for a young age, they did better than some of the grown actors today. Definitely.
Yeah, very
You know,
good. I love those kids. They're
They
so
were great.
awesome.
It should be really interesting to see what adult actors play them because it's gonna, it's actually kind of hard to live
Yeah,
up to.
that's a critical thing to cast. well.
Exactly. Kids
Oh, yeah.
that could do that, the adults gonna have to pull that off.
Yeah.
And in fact, they might have to do it even better since if it's gonna be a sequel.
Very
Yeah.
true. I definitely like that kind of stuff. I love one of my favorite scenes in the movie is the whole kind of film reel scene when he
Yeah.
gets
Yeah.
kind of being
It's
there.
going closer and
Because-
closer and closer.
Because again, that's different because originally it was the book.
It was the book.
They kind of updated that a little bit, and I really like that with the whole projector
fine with
thing
it.
and everything else. And I think it was just an element I wasn't ready for. I didn't see him getting big like that and kind of having
Yeah.
that horrifying presence that took over literally the whole movie screen.
Yeah,
that was awesome. I love that kind
That
of
actually
stuff.
got me some goosebumps. I was like, oh my god, wow, they're
Oh,
actually
yeah.
doing this.
Yeah, and I feel bad
Yeah.
for those kids. In that one moment, that's why I really felt bad for them. I was like, wow, that is scary.
Yeah, that was terrifying. That was I honestly I love that part in the miniseries with the book, and he just runs up and claws on the thing. But I love that you could see how he changes from the mom into Pennywise, and then he's just trying to get to the screen, and they kick it over, and then you quickly see him and he disappears. Oh, it was great, and then he just comes out.
And they
Look
did
at
a
all
good
creepy.
job there, too, of showing, like you said, that he is more than just a clown.
Yeah.
That he is this kind of horrifying evil presence that's maybe existed before time itself, and that you see him manipulating and becoming, like when he becomes the walker or whatever kind of thing going on, the guy with diseases, when he's going after that
the
kid.
leper.
All those kind of things were really cool, how he turned into all those things. But he turned into the other clowns himself. That clown scene was terrifying in the abandoned house, because I hate clowns. So, when he's in that room there, and there's all these clowns, and you're like, which clown is really him? That
started
was
seeing
good.
some of them move.
I like that.
The one thing that was sort of terrifying me,
Yeah.
the picture.
Oh, the picture
lady
was,
with
that
the
was
flute.
so terrifying.
Because when I was a kid, I've seen some pictures where
Yeah.
some freaky little stuff going
Oh,
on.
yeah.
And I used to be like that. And when I saw that, I was like, oh my god,
that was
not
really
again.
entertaining.
Oh, yeah.
I was getting flashbacks.
When they're in the sewer, and
Oh, man.
she's on the kid's face there, was that Richie, I think it was the one that was afraid or something?
Stanley.
Stanley was right. That was terrifying. He has all the marks and
He's
everything.
like that.
And
It
you
gets
just
in
see
your head.
You just see the mouth move, and you see the teeth still in it.
Oh, yeah.
God.
And that was something that was different. That was an original piece kind of for the movie. It was one of the original fears that they kind of crafted here. And I think it hit. I think it worked. It was one of the scarier things in the movie.
I just like the story for me. And really, it was good. It was a good story. It was a good progression. And it's not just about some kind of thing killing off people. No, it's about the kids. You got to feel for them. And they got enough screen time for each presence, and you got to understand what's going on. Beverly with her dad. But I was okay.
That's some of the creepiest parts of the movie.
Some people might be able to relate to that. And then there's some kids with the mom and the bullshit pills, as he says.
Yes.
Stop
The
taking your
gazebos.
bullshit. It's like, okay,
Yeah.
wow, okay, mom.
Yeah, so that was very funny how that one kid is sheltered, and then the other one obviously has a horrible home life.
Yeah.
And then you see, what was the bully's name?
Yeah,
that they were in the group?
Bowers?
Yeah, you see that he kind of has a horrible home life.
And then his dad gets possessed, and then I was like, oh.
So all those were
Yeah.
definite likes for me. The horror elements maybe don't scare you and you're crying in your sleep at night, but they give you kind of the creepy crawlies kind of thing going on.
What did you not like about it? Anything you find that you dislike?
Yeah, so we'll transition, I guess there is a good point to transition into dislikes. I didn't really love how the group came together, to be honest. I love the group together.
Well, once
I
they're
just-
together, it's good, but it's just
I
how
just
they
didn't,
get together.
yeah, I didn't like how they matched up some of those pieces together.
Yeah.
Like, it felt like that one set piece where they're down by the creek or river, wherever that is. Like, it felt like everything happened there. Like, everybody, they meet Mike there. They meet, they go down to the sewer there to originally look for Georgie, and then that one kid from Bowers.
I mean, I think at that point they're kind of rushing. Okay, we need to get these people together now. It's like, just calm down. Let's just,
I mean, it's a long movie as is. Was it like 2 hours, 15 minutes or something? So
Yeah, it was like 2 hours.
Yeah,
I get that. It just, I wasn't a huge fan of how that was constructed. I would have liked that to be better.
There was like 7 kids, so you have to give, just each
Yeah.
enough. I think they would kind of focus more on Beverly, obviously, because,
Yes.
you know what's going on. And
Yeah.
it's just some freaky shit. Right?
I also, speaking of Beverly, I didn't, like, I didn't hate it as much as a lot of other people did. I didn't like how they kind of made her the damsel in distress kind of thing at the end. Because, like, in
Yeah.
the book, she's the leading force, right? She's the one that, you know, hits Pennywise with the slingshot originally, everything
Yeah.
else. I didn't like how she gets taken, and then that's what brings the rest of the boys back together, and then she's sort of possessed, kind of floating in the sky. But
And then the bigger
Mm.
guy, he just kind of kisses her, and she's like, oh my god! I was like,
Yeah.
what's going on with that?
What? No,
It's like
yeah, like a lot of people didn't like that whole
Yeah.
kiss thing.
Yeah.
But what they did,
She didn't even
I
end
did-
up with him.
Because
it's
I-
better than what happened
yeah.
in the book, though.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. No, but like,
Well, yeah,
but
that's,
like what
that's a little.
no, I'm gonna counter that. What I think was good about the whole kiss thing was that it wasn't automatic. Like normally,
That's
like
true.
that's so cliche where you kiss somebody and then they just come alive.
Yeah.
Like I love that. Like he kissed her and everyone's just like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Yeah.
And then she just
Yeah.
And the
comes
funny part,
back.
she didn't even go after that guy in the end anyway.
No.
But Bill
Yeah.
was able to get the guy. I was like,
Bastard.
I was like
Yes, yeah, she did end up going with Bill there, but I mean, you're gonna see more of that progress in chapter 2.
of course. I just thought it was a little funny. I mean,
Yeah.
usually
Yeah.
that never happens.
I mean, it was kind of like a love triangle. That's basically what
Yeah,
they created
typical
there.
love
It's
triangle,
like
yeah.
that in the book as well. It's just that in the book, if spoilers, I guess, for that book, if you haven't read that, she kind of has like a whole like orgy sex scene thing in the sewer after they beat Pennywise. So glad that we just kind of skipped
Yeah.
over all that. Thank
yeah,
God.
yeah.
So I still don't get what Stephen King was really going for there these days. Even after many interviews I've read,
Yeah.
I still don't really get that because they're younger in the book as well. So it's
Yeah.
even creepier. Because in here
Yeah.
they're about like 15. They're like 11 in the book.
Well, I think
So-
I think they were actually like 13. I
Some
think-
of them are
yeah.
15 or so. It like
Yeah,
ranges
like,
where they
like,
are.
I think
So,
one of them
yeah.
was 15, and the other ones were like ranging from 11 to 13.
Yeah, and I think Bowers is like 16, 17. So it's like kind of the hierarchy that they're
Yeah.
creating there. So I mean I didn't hate a lot of things in the movie.
There was more
Yeah.
things to enjoy than not to enjoy. I
Definitely.
I had a fun time watching it. I didn't think I was gonna be, have as much fun as I did, and I had a lot of fun. And I was,
Yeah.
I was like, oh, finally good. I was hoping this would, because some Stephen King movies have not gone the way we wanted to.
Yeah.
And then some are great successes, like Shawshank Redemption,
Yeah.
The Shining, stuff like that. Now we get another one of those, and now it's gonna have a good sequel.
Oh, apparently
hopefully.
Dark Tower didn't hit, so that was
no.
a failure
Yeah, I
for
don't
the
think
summer.
it did. No.
No.
But yeah, there was definitely
Fail.
some moments there. The other little thing I didn't like is there was kind of a little lull toward the end of the second act when like the kid's mom, I forget the kid's name, was taken away. The one that's always afraid of diseases.
Oh, the
Like,
one that broke
and
his
they,
arm.
and they all kind of split up. That was a little bit like
That was like a low.
a little bit.
And then they had that
alone.
montage. I was like, okay, let's just.
Yeah, and they changed some characters. I mean, they changed Mike. He's the historian in the book.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
now it's kind of shifted over to Ben.
Ben.
So
who's a new kid.
they shifted some things. Mike's parents are alive in the book. They burnt to death in this one.
Yeah.
It doesn't bother
So-
me that much though.
But
It
you know,
doesn't really-
I don't mind making changes there. So I mean,
as long as it doesn't affect the overall story, like
Yeah.
what really matters.
and definitely at the end, not a dislike. Definitely at the end, I like how you didn't advertise it as a chapter 1. We had no idea what was going to happen, and about 20 minutes through, I was like, okay, we're not getting to the adult part of this movie. Like, there's going to be a second part, and I like how at the end we
Yeah.
get chapter 1. We know chapter 2's coming. That's definitely great.
And that's just something to wait for, So overall, I think it was pretty good.
It was definitely great. I
yeah.
mean, I think that's all we
Enjoyed
have to
it.
say there. So we're going to
Yeah.
transition into ratings. For me, I'm going to go a solid 7.5 out of 10. I think this is a fairly great movie. I think you should definitely see it. It's definitely worth watching a couple times or so. Don't expect a super horror film, but you get some of your creepy elements there, and it's definitely a good remake, first time, whatever you want to call
Yeah. It is a movie that I will buy when it comes out on DVD, maybe Blu-ray, and I will have a couple friends over, and I think it's worth having a few friends over and watching. Maybe make fun of a couple things, but overall, if it's a movie I would buy, I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10.
it. 8 out of 10, all right.
Yeah, I agree with Andrew. Because I love the music and the cinematography in this whole
Definitely.
movie. It's
Great,
very
too.
the lighting, everything
Creepy
was great.
music.
Get some
Good.
surround sound. Good.
The music was
good.
really great.
Yes.
The characters, very good casting. So that's why I give it an 8. I definitely give it an 8 because of that. So.
And so overall, guys, I guess that's kind of our thoughts
Definitely a
here.
good movie,
Yep.
and stay tuned for more reviews.
Definitely stay tuned for more reviews. So that's our thoughts here on the movie.
It's good shit.
Let us know what you thought in the comments below. Kind of what you liked, you didn't like, your own rating there. Are you looking forward to Chapter 2? What are kind of your picks for the adult actors now that need to play all these kid roles? And any other things you want to let us know down below. Like the video, subscribe, share with your friends if you be so kind. And until next video, guys, thanks for watching.
Bye.